That said, today we have got Mr. David Moore. Moore Floor Limited, of which he's the owner. And it's a fashion and nature business is all floor covering and tiling. Based in Brentwood, but covers all over Essex and East London, and his business has been going 4 years. But this would be 21 years in the flooring industry. A little bit about David. Charlotte's my wife, who also works for More Floor Limited. Maya, who is 7, and Lenny, who is 5, who will both be going into the flooring business as well. And Skylar, who is a French bulldog. And hobbies includes fishing, but loves spending time with his family. Hometown is Glasgow in East. Is that say that right? Glasgow in East London. We're currently living down the road to Brentwood, where he's been for the last 4 years. Burning desire is to grow his business to a very high level. Something we don't know about David, his nickname is Diddy. Might want to change that now. Okay, his nickname is Diddy, and he played for Great Britain when he played roller hockey. But his key to success is not being called Diddy. Oh no, being motivated and focused. So put your hands together for David Moore.
Thank you guys. I'm Dave Moore from More Flooring Limited. So in my 2 weeks today, instead of me just talking about what we do, we're going to show you how we do it. In small sections, guys, you see there's a lot to come in, doing parts of it, so I'll try to minimise it as much as we can. Sorry. Yes, I'll be able to explain certain steps of the process we do when we're laying LVT. That's luxury vinyl tile. What is this? Oh, shit. Luxury vinyl tile looks like, guys. Yeah, a lot of people say it's very thin than it is, but it's very hard wearing, durable, easy to clean, maintain. It's one of the best products out there, guys, in my opinion. To actually, if anything does get damaged with one of these, that easy is to fill up and replace. What we will show you a bit later. So I'm going to talk about how important prep work is to having a long-lasting flooring. Normally, obviously, if you look at ply and guys, I'm normally self-level over the ply. So obviously, I think it's trying to get that self-level on the ply today, because it would be a bit messy. This is obviously when it's done, this is what the glue should look like when we install the LVT. So you can see I'm touching the glue, but it's very sticky. So obviously it can that's not going to blow off. Yeah. And obviously the benefit as well, guys, you get underneath it and can pull it up and replace. And that's the benefit of having a glue down instead of any chip flooring as well. So yeah, so obviously that's what it looks like when you're finished. I just wanted to just show you, obviously, I've not seen do it this morning, but the difference between when we're doing gluing it as some people going, look, they're throwing in a bit wetter, but you can obviously see how sort of you can obviously see that is when you first put it down, and obviously you start working it a bit wet, it can get messy, it can get very messy, you can turn around and someone will be covered in glue. So for us, we like to obviously keep it nice and chunky, so we can work with it in the same best way as possible. So yeah, so obviously we installing the LDT, you get different kinds of trails as well, guys. To obviously this sort of, can you see the sort of notch, the bigger notch in this one? Yeah, we normally use that for like vinyl sheet flooring, but with the LDT we use a bit of a smaller notch. Yeah, so it gives you that little bit more, so it's not so thick. Otherwise, if you do it too thick, guys, you've got like a bit of a block like that. When that goes off and you pick the vinyl down, it'll be very hard to sort of get up and so what, solid. You have a nice spread evenly across the surface. Will give you a nice finish to your floor. So yeah, this is a pressure sensitive. The glue we've got today is a high temperature pressure sensitive glue. We use another one just a normal pressure sensitive. So with the high temp one, it's normally used in hot areas or where you get a lot of sunlight directly in that area. This will be perfect product for that. It will stop the flooring from doing all sorts in the hot weather. It's just important your top laying your actual floor. It's just important having a perfect floor on top for your prep work. So obviously your client won't want to see it as you're looking down at your wall and your gaps start to appear like that. It's not going to look very nice when you start to look at the full finish of things. So actually taking time to find out straights for the house, where personally I think the house is straight. So it takes a bit of figuring out to get it looking nice and straight from the start to a wonky edge, shall we say. So that takes time wise and obviously that takes time to work out, guys, when we can get that straight line. So especially if you've got not just one area, if you've got a full way to come through your front door, leading to the living room, then it will run back to your kitchen. So it takes a lot of working out. You can't just put glue on the floor and start laying. You get to one end, and then you could have a bit of a when you sort of come around the area and you want to lean up. You don't want to turn out and so it's got floors like that. And then you're in trouble, guys. So it takes a lot of time working out something like that, just so when we meet up, we won't look nicely into the in the home. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have sort of seen what we have to sort of do just to get that flooring sort of looking at for a long-lasting flooring as well, guys. It's taking a little bit care and attention to your work. Well, thank you for listening.
Two questions. First one is I've got proper wooden floor down, and they squeak and groan when people got certain bits. Can you come and stop that noise?
Yeah.
Good.
Sharing the children.
I've also got a little bit of carpet that go down to my office that's getting a bit tired. Can you, if I send you pictures of the carpet, can you look at and match that just to replace that small staircase worth of carpet?
Terry?
I can only just do an illustration. You said the beauty of it is if you do the job and then you need to take one up so it gets damaged or sprained. Is it advisable when you do the job to like buy an extra couple of those or a box of them to keep them?
Yeah, so if you're not twice a job, they always get. Normally, obviously, try and leave them a box or half a box or some kind of spare, because obviously, it's all done with batteries and stuff like that. So, if a few months down the line, they will a new pack. Normally, it's not, but you can get that slightly different colour shade. So, when we put a new one in, you can look and go, oh, that don't look the same colour. So, that's why we like to sort of give them extra, so if it does go wrong, they've got the same batch. They can match it. Toby,
one question and what a follow up to Tony. If you do get extra stuff, make sure you lie it flat and don't lie it on the side for 2 years.
Yes.
In the air and can't wait on it for 6 weeks. And my question though is, do you prefer working in large format or small format tiles?
Big ones, because obviously you can write down quicker. But yeah, I like to sort of not just keep laying one like straight plank with all this. It's nice to have a little different a bit of herringbone with a straight lay, something with border and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to sort of mix up. But yeah, if we're doing straight lane, we can sort of get it down a lot quicker. It takes a lot, not so much in terms of working out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, what's the life in under normal circumstances, not heavy use? What's the life of that?
With the LBT,
Yeah.
so this is 10 years. So we warranted that flooring for, but I think it will last a lot longer than that. Jane?
Can you lay that on top of tile?
No.
They would have to come up first.
Yes. No, not necessarily.
Oh.
Not necessarily. No, I get that question quite a lot. Actually, tile, they're solid down,
Yeah.
and it can be a lot of work, a lot of mess, get tiles up. So it gets solid down, and you're not going to raise it too much. And then we basically prime and latex over the tile,
Yeah.
so we get that nice smooth finish. And then we'll ready to routine. Otherwise, anything with tile going straight over the top, we get it right line. Over time, that's all going to blend in, and you're going to see all marks all over the floor.
One other question. Has carpet gone out of fashion?
No. Oh, yeah.
I know you say it's heat from the sun.
Yeah.
Can you put on a cold evening?
20%. Yeah. So it's all yes, it all is in that I'm but obviously that's the same thing with using underfloor. I've got underfloor heating. This is the glue to do to take the heat of it. So yeah, it's fine as well, but hot or whatever, it doesn't expand or anything like that. So yeah, that's fine. Like,
How long does it remain sticky for? How long can you replace the tile? How many times can you replace the tile?
So this sort of bars a bit like that, I can leave that all done, and then it's still
But how, if you need to replace the tile,
Yeah.
how many times can you replace the tile before you need to reglue it?
So yeah, so obviously we're not fussing with stuff like that. Sometimes the glue comes away with it. So the best thing is you scrape the glue away and you just reglue it and you put it back down. So it's not like you sort of come and put one down. Sometimes you're going to pull it up and the glue's going to be on the back bit, and that's what we want really. The glue will sort of be on the thing. And obviously when we've done that, you roll it and you roll up so it gives that pressure. That's why it's a pressure sensitive job. It's a pressure.
Yeah, Dave, for an average size room,
Yep.
with sort of decent floor,
You say that the typical average cost would be.
It all depends on what needs to be done in the room flow too, which is sort of like a latex. If it's concrete floor, obviously we don't like dry down or nothing like that, so we just do it one with latex, put the floor down. Obviously we've got a timber floorboards, we have to try it first, so we do latex, something go through the gaps. Come back next day and latex will disappear and you put it on the next floor. So yeah, so and it's really hard for me because I get this question quite a lot. And it's hard because personally I don't like to say, oh, it will cost you about 500 feet, but when I've actually had to work out of things, I go, oh, that's a pound actually. People are like, where's 500 feet come from? So yeah, for me, I'm not sort of to say, oh, it costs you X, Y, Z.
So it could be range, say up to 15 quid.
Yeah, so I normally give myself a same figure to say, I know it could cost you between 750 kilograms. It all depends what product they want to buy, style they want to do, so obviously we charge a lot different than doing straight paint, so very well. The time it takes to set out your environment, just a lot more, so yeah, it all depends on what, so I can give someone a sort of average view, but I'll try not to, because I just don't like time back if it's going to be a lot more than what I've actually done with the site.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed, Ed. Well done.
Thanks.